Hey Aries, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with your monthly message for August 2020. We're using the Lightseer's Tarot for your message this month. As always, I'm going to remind you to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. And if you don't know where your signs are placed, put your birth info into an astrology calculator online and find out where all those signs are living. Then come back here and watch your videos. All right, let's get into it. Lightseer's Tarot. We have 3 cards from the bottom of the deck. These cards are indicative of the energy atmosphere that you are navigating throughout the month. Your first of the 3 cards is the Nine of Wands. This is a card about potential defensiveness, so that's something you're going to have to check with your own self, because you know, the being on the card is protective of these other wands. And these other wands mark pivotal moments in your spiritual journey. So where are you going with this lit wand? We know the 10 of Wands comes after the 9, and this is where we set down a burden. So you find yourself in stillness on the 9, potentially in contemplation of setting down the burden. You've got 1 wand to go. So there's a message here also of having the strength to go the distance, to see something all the way through to fulfillment. And this card also speaks to resilience, digging deep for your truth, combining your wisdom and your sense of self-responsibility with your experience. So a good card to be in contemplation with, right? Before you make the next move. What is that? And this card also suggests you use your energy wisely. You know, we talk about that a lot here on the channel, most especially in the daily readings. We've been seeing cards that have been asking us how we're investing our energy and where is it useful? Is it reciprocal? You know? So do consider that before you take the next step. Coming with, you have now, the 4 of Pentacles. See, super stable card there. 4s are very stable, but this particular 4 is about hanging on to something, not necessarily being in flow and not necessarily letting go. So see, you're at a standstill with something. My feeling here as I'm looking at these 2 cards now is a little bit of uncertainty for how to invest your energy wisely. So standing still, contemplating is a good thing. My sense of it intuitively is to bring it to the divine all and ask divine order, if you will, to show you the next step, light the way, show me a sign, what's the path here? And, you know, 1 little step at a time, you'll bring it into fulfillment. That's my feeling. And then, yeah, 2 of Pentacles. Now, this is uncertainty, indecision, and some duality. What do I do? How do I move it forward? What's next? You know, it's oftentimes when we see the 2 of Pentacles, it's an either or situation. We feel like it's either or, win or lose, and I don't sense it's either of those. My feeling is it's some of each, and it's how to integrate and blend energies in a way that is favorable to all parties. As this Aries feels like something that involves other individuals, whatever the situation, circumstance, scenario is. So certainly contemplate in stillness before you make a move. No rash movements, no rash decisions, and check in with divine order and ask for a sign, ask for some guidance, and it'll happen. It will show up. Okay, next we have, look at this. See, 6 of Pentacles now. The suit loves you this month. But this is about generosity, reciprocity. You want to know where to invest your energy? Go to reciprocity, because look at here. We have the infinity symbol here. And we have it here on the 2 as well. So there's something about the energy of giving and receiving. So energy investment. And what comes of the investment? Is there blossoming going on within the investment? We're not giving to get, but are we giving in a way that drains or depletes us? And are we in a process now of correcting that? I say yes, definitely. And then coming with this now, the Empress. How beautiful, right? She's the mother of the tarot. She is counterpart to the Emperor. So she is wise, she is experienced, loving, nurturing, kind, compassionate. She's also a fierce warrior too. She also speaks to cycles and rhythms. And you may find yourself just there with this card. That's what I'm feeling intuitively. You're in a cycle of something, and a cycle of a process of resolution for something in your world. And it hasn't yet come to fulfillment. And you're feeling as though there's an action you have to take. You may not know what that is. So again, we're back to asking for signs and guidance from divine order, and be mindful in your heart space of reciprocity. Where you are giving, are you receiving? Because if there is an imbalance in that energy, somehow those scales will tip back to you, where you end up doing all the giving, all the resolving, all the participating. And that's not harmonious. So this may be something that you have been in a healing process with for a number of years, and you've recognized a pattern in it. That's why the Empress is here. And now you are doing something to disrupt the pattern, which is fantastic. Okay, coming next, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Another pentacle for you, Aries. Very grounded energy for you this month, which is fantastic. The Queen of Pentacles is the mother of resource, abundance, manifestation, fulfillment. So not only does the Empress promise fulfillment, so does this Queen. This is all coming together, and you will find and discover the resources you require are absolutely within you. You may be feeling a little challenged by the journey at this time, and you may be feeling as though you are forced into limiting choices. That's what I feel off that too. And you are being encouraged by the divine all to open up to something much more abundant and in harmonious flow with that 6. Coming with our Queen of Pentacles. She's our reminder that everything you require is within you, so call it forth. What do you most require right now? Yeah, is it a quality? Is it a skill? Is it a talent? Call it forth. And then we have 6 of Swords, movement. Yeah, we're going to move from unfavorable circumstances to much more favorable circumstances. And this is a journey, believe it or not, between head and heart. And you're making that journey now. You're understanding that your 9 has created a level of disharmony and discord, but for a higher and greater purpose. It's not just some random, challenging, potentially negative feeling life experience. This is character building. This is strength defining even on that 9, and you do move with it eventually, but not before you're good and ready. Then we have, yep, here it is again, 8 of Swords. So more momentum, which is great. All 8s in tarot move energy. And the 8 of Swords is a mental trap, and this is you recognizing the mental trap, which is what you may be in contemplation for on your 9. You may be feeling stuck by some sort of limiting thought or belief, and you're in a process of 6, Empress, Queen, expanding what you have available to you, expanding your thoughts and feelings about how you're going to make your next move. Again, we're back at the 9, we're poised, we're ready for action. We just don't quite know what that is yet. So this is energy that's being sorted. You're discovering that it does lie deep within you, and you are calling it forth, and you're bringing it out. And it's a bit of a mental process as you think it through, but ultimately it's a heart process, because how you initiate, how you execute it will be through the energy of love. And coming with this 8 of Swords, look at that, 8 of Wands. Yes, more movement, more momentum. So look at you picking up speed here on the 6, then the 8 of Swords, now the 8 of Wands. And in the 8 of Wands, you are cruising. So you pull the trigger on something here. My feeling is that it feels a bit like a risk to you because you didn't necessarily know you had it in you, but you've discovered that you do. So you've launched and you're moving and you're channeling and you're communicating, you're expressing passionately and sharing your ideas and inspirations. And this is ultimately setting you free. You had to nurture this for a while. You might not have even known you were nurturing it, but you've got two strong mother energies right here in the reading. And it's this reciprocity energy. You're not going forward without some level of equality, which is wonderful. Next we have Four of Cups. Yeah, and this may be the very thing that has inspired you to move as you are moving in this Eight of Wands now, passionately, creatively, in an inspired way, dynamically, without hesitation. The Four of Cups, traditionally in tarot, is considered a card of apathy, and I disagree with that. I really feel it is a card of counting blessings. The person on the card usually looks bored or upset or pouting in some way, and instead my take on the card is that they're really counting the blessings, and because they count their blessings, more keep coming. You know, they have a sense of savoring and cherishing and recognizing just how good things are and making the most of that. And because of that attitude, more keeps coming. Do you get hung up in Nine of Wands situations? Do you need to move on from unfavorable situations? Certainly. But you're doing it with fire, with passion. And why wouldn't an Aries do that? You're all fire anyway. All right, coming with our Four of Cups is Four of Wands. There you go. There's your outcome. Happiest card in the minor suits of tarot, and yet another four. So we've got three fours in the reading at this time. So you are on a super stable foundation. You are poised to do just this kind of thing, which is pull the trigger, take a risk on something that you feel really needs change and upgrade in your world, and you do it beautifully. Because this is love, happiness, connection, bliss, togetherness. Happiness. You do it well. Oh, all right, Aries. We're going to go on to Angel Answers. If you have a question, please ask it. Pause the video if you need to come up with your question. I will relate these cards to what's on the table, but they could be a fresh message for you, a confirmation of something for you. Look at this. Look for a sign. Talking about connecting to the divine all and the divine order within the all. Call on that. Look for a sign. Ask for guidance. It will be provided if you require it. And here we go. Reconsider. Yeah, you're doing that right here on the 9 and even here on the 4 of Pentacles. You're in consideration. And what you are considering, you are then reconsidering. And this is actually good for you because it's helping you see where you spend your energy and if you're spending it well and wisely for yourself. And do you find yourself in situations, circumstances, connections that are reciprocal? And if they're not, you're upgrading that. And then peaceful resolution. Yeah, because it ends in this beautiful 4 over here. One more. I love it. The situation will improve. It is actively improving right now for you. Okay, next card comes from the Soul Truth Self-Awareness Guidance deck, and it's just a contemplative question for you to consider throughout the month. And yours is, am I letting fear stop me? I think we've answered that, and the answer is no. You might pause. That's cool. Contemplative, meditative, being in consideration and reconsideration of what your next steps are, checking in with the divine, allowing yourself to see the signs in your environment. But that's not the same as allowing fear to stop you. That's really engaging deeply in love, self-love, and the love within the energy atmosphere. Because look what it's creating in this beautiful 4 over here. All right, next set of cards comes from the Divine Energy Oracle. These are just little messages of inspiration, empowerment, affirmation. You have be decisive, Yeah. You're doing that. You're making good decisions. You're not being rushed to those decisions either. Express your joy. Well, looky here, looky here. That's you expressing your joy for having taken that leap of faith required in whatever this circumstance is that's unfolding for you. And then, look at this. Great confirmation. Raise your vibration. Yes, if you find yourself in duality, if you find yourself in situations where you are always the contributor, the giver, the participator, and it is not reciprocal, you are raising your vibration, shifting frequencies, changing channels to make that happen. Thank you so much, as always, for watching, Aries. Do be sure to check out the daily readings here on the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always appreciated. Leave a comment if it's in your heart to do so. And have a beautiful August. Peace, love, joy, blessings. Namaste.